Hello, LGBTQ plus DL men, women who secretly love us and support us. And if you don't identify with any of those labels, you're still free to subscribe to the channel. So this is a very special video for me. Also, do you like my bun? That I like my hair bun? Abundance. So it just kind of makes me feel like I don't know. You know how there are many people that are African American that wear these buns and they just look so beautiful. And I was always wondering, could I do it? So I did it, and I did it without hairpins. So if you see some little flyaways. Anyway, let's get into this video and the topic of the video. I know by the title, you're already kind of sure of what is going to be the interesting things about this video. Also, I had this idea for my YouTube channel in the beginning to not be a channel that was like a blog, like a blog channel. But at the same time, because my original date of birth is on the cusp of drama and criticism. So a Libra Scorpio cusp is like on the cusp of drama and criticism. So I feel like maybe it is it is the perfect thing for my channel to kind of take this route. Also, with me being a psychic medium, the reason that it is important is because I think that many beings who have been open about being a psychic medium, they have this many people want to know, well, you know, where's the proof of you being a psychic medium? And so I guess here's some proof. Now, when I have had these messages, sometimes they just come, and then I'm just like, well, why was I thinking about that? But I actually wrote this in my notes, and I'm going to put it here, where I was just saying that, and it was the date was September 4th, 2023, and also I had typed that Meech and Summer Walker were going to get together. Now, this blog, and I've seen this blog for a very long time. They've been along for a very long time, to my knowledge, right? So when I saw this information,
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Now it seems like Summer Walker and Lil Meech are back together. They were briefly together over the summer, but they broke up after rumors started floating around that Lil Meech was cheating on Summer Walker. Meech was even caught on camera entering another woman's apartment, and the excuse that he gave was this was his cousin and he was helping her bring in her groceries. Now, Summer did give up on the relationship, and she said she couldn't deal with it. She said this verbatim: "I tried my best to be Jada Waiter, but I couldn't. It was cute though. I wish him the best. Can't do that cheating stuff." So she said this, and she threw Jada Cheeves under the bus. If you don't know, Jada has been in an on and off relationship with the rapper Lil Baby, and Lil Baby has cheated on Jada publicly several times, and she has taken him back. And Summer was like, I'm not going to be like Jada and take my cheating boyfriend back. Well, fast forward to now, Summer is back with Lil Meech. Not too long ago, she posted him on her IG story, and they started following each other again. And also, the blogs noticed that they were spending time together at dinner. She was hanging out with him and his friends. And in this video, you could see his phone. This phone has the same picture that he has in his icon on Instagram. So apparently they are back on good terms. She was throwing shade at Jada and saying that she couldn't do that cheating stuff, but look at her now. She's back with Meech. And this is why Summer should stop shading other women. I know she was throwing shade at Jada and even Krishan. And when you think about it, she's no different from these women. She has made some of the same mistakes. So I think it's best for her to keep the shade to herself. If she's gonna go back to her boyfriend, her cheating boyfriend, that's her business, but she shouldn't judge other women who do it either because it's hypocritical. Now, I want to talk about that.
I was just like, wow, like, they're confirming it. And now I also posted a video, and in this other video, which was like a month ago, I spoke about, well, I did hashtag celebrity, and I put this part in the video where I was speaking about, well, you'll see it in the video here. Took legal actions against another celebrity, and then when they are in their experience, because they haven't understood forgiveness, and that's the main thing that I was going to add in this video, because some celebrities haven't understood forgiveness. They take legal actions against another celebrity, and then the same experience that they are allowing this other celebrity is also reflecting in their experience, where they are challenged with certain legalities as a celebrity. To better explain it. So now that you have watched the video, right, I want to say that video, I didn't put names towards the video, but I was definitely speaking about Cardi and Tasha K. And the reason that I didn't put any names in the first video is because I didn't want to, like, it to be a targeting to just those people, because a lot of times as a collective, we can collectively have certain issues that we can collectively deliver a message for. And especially as a psychic medium, we are aware that a lot of times we receive messages for a collective of people. It's not just one person that's experiencing something. And because I am speaking about that, I can definitely speak about how with Summer Walker, and she is very spiritual, but I think that she also enjoys just having her freedom and her playfulness, and a lot of things that she has been being called out for within the media is somewhat like a reflection of, I wouldn't call it like it's a reflection of how she has allowed people to experience her. Now, I also want to say that before I even after I wrote about her in Meech in my notes, I also started writing some lyrics to a couple of her songs, and especially like Girls Need Love, and I just kept playing that song. And a lot of times as a psychic medium, we'll have certain messages that'll just keep arising. And I think I even made a TikTok about her having a body butter line or some type of fragrance line. But since then, Nicki Minaj announced her perfume line that is debuting in Target and Amazon. I think those were the two places, or was that the two places for the vinyls? Either way, it is in December that is being released. I know that one of the dates was the 26th, I think, but of December. And also, Beyonce announced that hers is being released. The Noir is the Noir, the Noir. Well, I also had a lotion that I was meaning to save it, but something was just like, oh, just trash it. But my ancestors were like, hold on to it. And I started to hold on to it, but it was a Bath and Body fragrance, the Noir. And I was going to hold on to it. And it has been perfect for this video. But anyway, we can start out by speaking about her and Little Meech, right? Oh, and it's great that I remember this. Recently, I had an ex that showed up as one of the, like, viewed my profile on TikTok, and you know, the moon, I think it's the moon sign. Anyway, the primary sign, Libra, right? Summer Walker is also a Libra. And I think that people just think that, like, oh, we just have the same signs and things like that. Like, I think that, and I said this in the previous video about how a lot of signs are kind of like with Katniss Everdeen and the Hunger Games, and how they had the districts and the factions. I think of sometimes as the zodiac signs being that way, because we often have these experiences kind of sort of like mirroring in each zodiac sign. And because I am aware of those cycles that are happening, I think that I sometimes kind of like, I'm like, like, so when I saw my ex, it wasn't like this unkind thoughts about him. It was just more of like, yeah, I no, not, no. X for a reason. And not in a bad way, but in a way that is just like, I understand that, that experience has already been experienced. And I think that, Summer Walker just was caught in that Libra type of, experience of, are you going to go back to them, or are you going to move past them? And it's not to say that she's actually with them, but the blog that's posting it is saying that they're together. Now, I wanted to sort of touch bases on the her and Rock, and without because I also think about it as Kevin got to get his coin too. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of things that, as spiritual beings, we have to become aware that, how we allow people to experience us and what we allow them to feel, how we treat them, is a reflection of what we're going to receive. And so with the her and Rock situation, there just has to be that awareness. There are some beings that aren't aware of how they are allowing someone to like, we have no control over how we are perceived. It's none of our it's none of our business how we're perceived. It's not in our control, right? And so there are some beings who are sensitive to certain comments, and when things are done over the internet, there are some people that take things not so lightly, or they haven't, gotten through the emotions behind the certain experience. And I wanted to say this, I wanted to add this, because yes, this person isn't in the loop of things that are happening, but I've noticed this within Summer's friends, right? With Sexy Red, right? When people were, I'm not going to say they were dragging her, but when they brought up the thing about her not being pink, but she was saying, like, it's pink in the inside, like in the booty hole brown. But people were still saying, they were saying stuff about it. But I don't think the way that she responded, she didn't react, she responded. Sexy Red did. And when she responded, it wasn't like she was just being like, she didn't respond in a way that another person that was sensitive about it would have responded. She responded in a way like, okay, but the inside is pink, dummies, is what she was like. It's like how how she responded, and she didn't like let it like overwhelm her. But there are some people that are overwhelmed by certain comments, and that's what you have to be aware of. And when you are spiritually in alignment, sometimes, you know, spirit does want you to experience people like that so that you can become aware of those type of interactions. Or maybe there was something that you did and it's like experiencing them is like some type of karmic energy, right? It's like a reflection, because you allowed somebody to experience you in a certain way, you are experiencing that other person in a unpleasant way, maybe, you know. So you just have to be aware of that while it's going on. And I know that Summer Walker is very, you know, she is spiritually aware, but I think that sometimes when we have gotten into that comfortable space, we tend to allow the teachings to just be like not ignored, but just to be like, okay, well, I know, like it's just not that big of a deal. Like, girl, like let it go. But we have to be aware that, you know, not everybody is in a like not everybody has moved past, you know, their they haven't moved past certain experiences. And I think that also, like what Summer was saying was, you know, there are other people that have, you know, spoken about it. And she was just, I think Summer was looking at Rock as a friend and saying, well, you know, my friends are typically, you know how some friends roast each other, like they roast, they be like talking ish. And some friends, you have some friends that are very, you know, sensitive to certain comments, and just be aware of that. Anyway, let's move forward. I also spoke about in the previous YouTube video about how, like with reflections and stuff like that, with Cardi and Tasha, and how, you know, they have had these legalities and things like that in their relationship. And now,
Just in case you want to see, this is it. I said, hey, Cardi, if you put a bullet in your head, who is going to teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I'm going to pay you. I said, FYI, I just can't afford the 4 million. And I also said, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this that you posting, saying that you want to put a bullet in your head and you wish you was dead and should you kill yourself. I said, but believe it or not, Bel Khalees, and I really had to put my ego aside to say this. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her, but it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for. And I said, now see you in court. We're going to court. We're going to finish this. And we're going to make sure you go get what's yours.
They say that I am the toughest, weakest, but my heart is very big, and I'm not going to make decisions right away about things. I'm not going to make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to talk to my friends because my friends are looking at me like, bitch, don't you fucking ever. I'm not going to talk to my husband because my husband is calling me a. And I'm not going to talk to my fans because I know that y'all don't play about me. But I'm going to talk to my mom. I'm going to talk to my mom tomorrow because let me tell you something. I could tell when somebody is depressed. I could tell when somebody is going through some shit. I could tell when somebody just feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Surprisingly, it doesn't make me happy. I don't want to make wrong decisions. That's why I just want to talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But stop hurting people. Stop hurting people. Take a breather. Think. And I'm not telling y'all this because like I said, don't think that I'm like this type of person that is like, oh, she's so nice, like Cardi's such a nice person, because I could get real nasty.
Cardi was, saying some things on the internet that kind of was like a flag of where's her mental health at, and Tasha came forward and was being sincere, and a lot of people were wondering, well, was she actually being sincere with the things that she was saying? And I think that Cardi is in that place of allowing people to inform her on what to do instead of her doing what is best for herself. And I want to say this because this is like coming through. You have to be able to do what's best for you so that even if it is a mistake or not, you learn what you need to learn to for yourself. And I also want to say this about her music. I think that there are a lot of people with suggestive ideas about where she should go within her creative endeavors, and it's not always a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing because you want to create what you want to create for yourself. And I think that she is trying to move in that space, but you also have to, like, Cardi is being pushed in that direction of being like, it's like she's being pushed ahead of where she should be. Like, to better explain it, like, just like think of a school level. Like, if she was at a grade level 6, then it's like everybody else is pushing her to, or the energy is like pushing her to where she should actually, like, ahead of that grade level, like a grade level 9, 8, 9, like pushing her to a college level within her career. And I think it's going very fast, and she's kind of like, hold on, wait a minute, like, hold on, like, kind of like trying to push the brakes, but it's like, you can do it, is what everybody is telling her. But I think that she actually just needs to refocus on what's best for her. Like, even when she was saying that she was going to ask her mom, what was the best route to go. And I think that a lot, and this again, another Libra, having that forgiving nature is a okay thing. Yet there are spiritual things that are happening too. And with the legal actions that she has taken, it is also a reflection of what can be received in her experience, with the microphone, you know, and with the millions of dollars. I think that her focus is more, her focus is being pushed into, it's a lot on her plate, honestly. The legalities and the creative endeavors, and trying to get her album out. It's a lot of things that her focus is, being pushed around. And you see how I'm kind of like was struggling to find words for what is the best direction. And I think that her life right now is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. But she needs to focus on what's best for her. Because of course a person could give you great, like even with this conversation, a person could give you great advice on the best route to go. But sometimes it's like she's getting pushed into that boss direction. Like she has to boss up and just do what's best for her, even if it, like with Tasha K, even if you were forgiving and you were able to drop all of the legal binding tracks and all of those things, and you did that for yourself, then it could push you into it would actually heal a lot of things spiritually as well, because she wouldn't have to focus so much on trying to, okay, that person said this about me and I'm going to get them. It's probably bigger than that. But your focus could be on your music, on your creative endeavors, and keep it pushing. Now, I've seen some other videos where she has said choice things about other people. And some people are really pushing for Cardi to take legal actions on this woman. But just as much as you're doing it in the 3D, there are things happening in the 5D, in the spiritual world. What I can say is freeing another person is freeing yourself. We are reflections of each other. It is deeper than money and things like that. And I've been seeing the number 666 a lot. And sometimes that can be a number of focusing on material things of life. And when we can refocus, and I saw the number 777. When we can focus, that could be and it could even be a thought about somebody that has an album. But anyway, and what I can say is that it would be a great idea to focus on what's best for her at this time. And I've noticed that she has worked with some females in the past, and those are very great things. But right now, the focus could be on what's best for her spiritually, and it was a great thing to see her collab with these other women. I don't want to say it like don't collab, but she should collab. But at this moment, there has to be this focus on what's best for her, moving forward. And if you are in that forgiving energy, just know that regardless of the outcome of these other people and what they're going to do has nothing to do with what you are doing for yourself. Because even if you were to forgive Tasha and drop all of the legal issues, if she was hiding that money, do it. Forgive her because it was the best thing for you. So now that you can focus on what's best for yourself, you can focus on your music. You can focus on getting those, getting that album out. And what I was hearing from Cardi's energy, right, was Cardi was saying, like, she has to get back at those bitches. Like, that's what I was hearing, right? But sometimes when we're focusing on those things, then we're forgetting the true nature of our purpose, and we're not allowing ourselves to truly enjoy what we love doing. And what I was thinking about earlier was the fact, because I thought about Summer and how Cardi and Summer have collabed. Cardi likes to collab. She likes the idea of teamwork making the dream work. But in this case, this is kind of like a boss up energy. Boss up and do what's best for you, and focus on what's best for you spiritually, so that you can move into a direction that makes you feel good, so you can deliver what needs to be delivered. And with your music, regardless of how people are going to feel about it, deliver music that makes you feel better, because I have heard that her music is moving into a direction of, being able to it seems like she's trying to what do they call it? Like she's trying to please everybody, like people pleasing through her music, like through her creative endeavors. But it could be, it would be a better experience for her to move in a direction that feeds her soul. And I saw the number 444, like feeding her soul and what is best for her spiritually. 222 and 333, and direct alignment, spiritual trust, spiritual protection, spiritual truth coming forward. Really focusing on what's best for her. I was even thinking about, sometimes when I'm receiving messages and like with this, I started to just say, you know what, I'm not going to post anything about none of this stuff because sometimes I am impatient. I think it could be a Libra thing. We could just be impatient, the impatient zodiac signs, because I saw that on a video that she was doing, and I was receiving this information like 2 days ago, and so when I was receiving this information, I was like, you know what? When it was coming forward, there was just some of the information hadn't come to awareness yet. It hadn't arrived yet, and so I was just like, why are they? Why is the ancestors telling me to like hold up, like don't post it? So you know what? I was going on my deleting binge. Like I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna delete this. You know what? Just bump the video. I ain't even gonna post it, and da 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 da. But then I realized that the information just had to. It was cooking. The information was cooking, so it has come forward. And I think that I always think of myself as like, I hear these other psychic mediums speaking about being a psychic, a celebrity psychic. Like they guide some celebrities, and yeah, I wonder how that works and stuff. But anyway, I think it might be a good idea. But I think that I enjoyed this video, and I hope you also enjoyed this video. And yeah, just closing out this video, remember that we all come from the same source of energy, and within us is that source of energy. And when we experience others, it is a reflection of that energy, and how we have allowed the energy within us to be experienced by the other energy within others, within every living organism on the planet, everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can give it a like, subscribe, share, and hopefully we see each other in another video.